Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water, questions have arrived again. This is still doing the rounds, and it's still getting crazier and crazier by the day. So we have conflicting information from Rocky and Bullwinkle, or Ahab and Rocky.
Stop the cap. Yeah, stop the cap. You know what I'm saying? Stop the cap. Look at these knuckles, bro. They've been through war. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the face confuse you. I'm outside. Please don't. Hey.
I think there are too many points to cover. So the key points that I wanted to cover myself was, why would he book the Airbnb in a different name? He answered that question, but did he answer that question? He said, because I'm street, bruv. He's from the street. Don't understand. So if you're from the street, it's a kind of fashion, isn't it? Rather than being on the street as a criminal, or is he admitting that he's a criminal? Does that mean you just book everything in a different name? Why? Why? You're street, but you book everything in a different name. I don't understand. I know hotels abroad, you have to show your passport or leave your passport with a lot of them. Airbnb, maybe a bit different. I don't know. Just don't understand unless you were running for something or you've done something wrong there before or certain people knew your name, that you'd book it in a different name. Unless you were there illegally, I guess that country is relaxed, so they let people in with criminal records. I know America doesn't. They're quite strict, aren't they? Depending on what you've done. But I know over there, a lot of criminals won't be allowed over to the States. Tyson Fury's dad's not allowed in the States. Mike Tyson wasn't allowed in Britain, but he got a pardon from one of the politicians. Anyway, I'm digressing once again. There's so much going on that I don't know who said what and who said where and who said this and who said that. But I believe he said it himself, that Brandon wouldn't come out and he's got bruises all over his face. Or is it one bruise? Because there was a bit of a fracas. When this was asked by Mark Thomas, Ahab said that they had a little play fight. They're into boxing and they like a bit of boxing or sparring. I don't know whether they do that as an amateur or whether it's just, I don't know. But they said that Brandon and Ahab were having a little play fight, and it must have been the night before when Jay went missing, and they had a bit of a play fight, and a few punches were thrown.
You know what I'm saying? That you just run up to and just punch and then you get one star from the police.
Brandon looked a lot bigger than Jay. Ahab, I don't know what his size is, but maybe it was a similar size to Brandon. And they decided to have a little play fight, was it? Maybe a play fight. Or was it a real fight? Was it the night before, or was it that fateful night? Because he slipped up, didn't he? I put this in my other video, and so many other people have as well, where Ahab slipped up and said, "Oh, I went to get the charger of Rocky, and Jay's friend was asleep." No, not Jay's friend, not his friend, my friend, Rocky. Could Jay's friend Brandon be at the Airbnb that night? Maybe. It would have looked a bit suspicious with bruises on Brandon's face, and they decided to leave him out of the equation.
Just punch and then you get one star from the police. Do you know what I mean? They're like MPC to the fullest, bro. Yeah, stop the cap.
We still don't know about these baddies, which apparently are, what should we say, fast women, tarts, or flyby women who would go straight back with a guy and sleep with him. There was another slang term on the street, and we were a bit confused. It was when Ahab said there were rockets the night before, the fateful night. There were rockets. Oh, it's crazy. The night before, there were rockets. Now, somebody has said rockets are pretty girls. There were lots of pretty girls. Somebody else said rockets, because they send you to the moon, were drugs. That would make more sense, wouldn't it? So are rockets pills, drugs, rocket looking pills who send you to the moon, which would make more sense. Because he said, oh, what a crazy night last night. There were rockets. He said, there were lots of rockets, lots of drugs. It just makes more sense than there were lots of rockets, there were lots of pretty girls. You'd be a bit of a nerd. He said, there were lots of pretty girls. I mean, he could clear this up. Uh, there are lots of pretty girls. There are lots of drugs, man. I don't know. Maybe the rockets are the pretty girls. So the baddies we know are bad girls. The rockets we kind of know, but we don't. The lingo is full of abbreviated terms and things, which is no problem. Turning it into something called street talk. Digressing again. So, was Brandon there with them that fateful night, or was it a load of girls, or was it a girl? And they didn't want to get them in trouble. Who knows? Might have been the baddies. Might have been the baddies were baddies. Real baddies. But really, we can't condemn these youngsters. Could they be innocent? It's a possibility. Perhaps they're just characters and they're being acting younger than they are. In their 30s, maybe they act a bit younger. I know when you spend a certain amount of time in prison, and I've known long termers in prison to come out and they've still got that kind of schoolboy type of mentality because they have to be like that in the prison to survive, depending which cat they're in. So those are just bedtime thoughts until something else comes out that we've got to discuss and review. Do take care. And please, don't have nightmares.